Hi everybody, Elin here. Today I come to you guys with a new video, and today I'm going to talk about series that I'm not going to finish. And there might be different reasons to why I'm not going to finish the series. It might be that maybe I didn't like the first book very much, I think I don't want to waste time on the next book, or maybe it's that I hated the first book so I'm not going to read the next book. I just didn't like the first one enough to want to read the next one. That pretty much sums it up. It's actually one series I really loved a couple of years ago, but more to that when we get to it. And I think that the first book I'm going to talk about and series won't be exactly a surprise for you guys, but that is Given to the Sea by Mindy McGinnis, and I think you all know why I'm not going to finish this one. I really did not like the plot. I didn't like the way they treated females and the, what do they call it, the endearing people or something like that, yeah. And I didn't like it. I hated it. So yeah, I'm not going to finish this one because I don't want to waste my time on reading another book. I think it's going to be a duology or something like that, and I just felt like this was a waste of time, so I'm not going to read another one. And the next series I'm going to talk about is Sookie Stackhouse series, or what the hell they call it. It's, True Blood. And I think a lot of you guys know what True Blood is about, at least, if you've seen the TV show. And I have read, I think it's 11 or something like that, books from Shalene Harris. And this used to be, a couple of years ago, one of my favorite series, I don't know, 7 years ago or something like that. And I really liked them, which is why I read so many of them. But I just thought that in the end, it was kind of, felt like I read it before, earlier in the books. It's just, reused material really. And the fact that I didn't like some things that happen in the last few books. And I think there's 2 more books in this series or something, so I'm pretty much done, but I'm just, I'm over it. I just don't feel like reading the next books anymore. And the next book might be somewhat controversial, but it is Rör mig inte by Tahereh Mafi, or Shatter Me as it's called in English. And I read the first book. I mean, it's a quick read, so I mean, that's not a problem, but I just felt like, I like her way of writing. I loved Furthermore, which is a middle grade book. But this one, I just felt like the plot and the characters and the powers that the characters had, and there were so many tropes in this book that I felt like I've read 1,000 times before, so I just knew everything that was going to happen, and it was just not fun. I don't want to know what happens in book before I even pick them up, but I pretty much knew everything just because it has been done before. So big parts of this book have been done before, and I'm over it. I'm not going to read the next 2 books, and I've heard that she's actually going to write 2 or 3 more books in this series or something, so yeah, not going to get on to that. The next series I'm going to talk about, I don't actually own because I borrowed them from my library, but it is Gone by Michael Grant, and I've actually only read the first book, and it's sort of a dystopia because it's only kids and young adults that survive. I don't really remember a lot because it was a heck of a long time since I read this book, but I never got caught up in the world and the characters, and I think I gave it 3 stars or something like that, so it's just kind of average. But I just didn't get caught up enough to actually want to pick up the next book right away, and now it's been so many years that I barely remember what it's about, and I'm done. I'm over it. I'm not gonna waste my time on it anymore. And then we have another series that may not come as a surprise if you watch my wrap-ups lately, and that is Alice in Zombieland, or Alice in Zombieland as it's called in English, by Gina Showalter. And this is a book, it's in the White Rabbit Chronicles or something like that, and I hated this book, which you may know if you watched my June wrap-up. It's supposed to be sort of an Alice in Wonderland retelling, but with zombies and things. I really did not like the zombie part because it was so weird, and I didn't like the way you were supposed to kill them, how you became one of them, and it was just a lot of bullshit, and I did not find it entertaining at all, and everybody was described as so beautiful and so perfect, and I'm just over it. And then we have Empress of a Thousand Skies by Rhoda Belizia. I don't know what the series is called. Maybe it's the same name. I don't even know. But I do know that there will be, I think it's a duology or something, or maybe a trilogy. I don't remember. But anyways, I just never really connected to the characters. I thought it was a cool idea. I just didn't like the way it was like written out, or what you're going to say. I mean, I felt like something was missing the entire time, and I didn't really care what was going to happen. And then there were some things that I thought was really obvious. The main characters couldn't figure it out until the end of the book, and it was just so frustrating and annoying. And I think I gave this book 3 stars or something like that. And I loved it. I mean, I love the cover. I think it's really cool. But I don't want to waste my time on a book that I just think is meh. And then we have another series that I liked like 10 years ago or something like that. And that is the House of Night series. And this is Burned by PC and Kristen Cast. I have no idea in which order this book shows up because there's so many. I don't know, I think it's maybe the 7th book or something like that. I have more, but a lot of them is in my attic actually. I actually just unhauled them. I don't even know why I haven't. But yeah, I've read like I think 9 of these books or something like that, and I really liked it at the time. I mean, it's sort of a vampire thing. I don't even know what it is anymore. Something with vampires, I believe. And I really liked this 10 years ago, but then I just didn't pick up the next book, and I got bored. And I mean, when I did read these books, I gave pretty much every single book like 3 stars, so it's not like it was fantastic. I just thought it was good at the time or something like that. I don't know. I don't even know I read so many as I did, but not gonna read anymore. That's for sure, because I'm so over this series as well. I don't know why I have so many vampire series. Oh wow. Anyways, and now I only have 1 series left that I'm going to talk about, and that is the Pretty Little Liars series. And I only own 4 books in the series. I have Pretty Little Liars, Flawless, Perfect, and Unbelievable. I have read 10 books in the series plus a prequel, so it was quite long for being a prequel. But I think there's a total of over 20 books or something like that. In the beginning, which was supposed to be 8 books, but then for some reason they made even more. And I did really like the series in the beginning. Totally different from the TV show, but I really liked the series. It's just that, I mean, 20 plus books in a series, that's just way too much. And I really thought that the series wasn't as good in the end, and it was just redoing everything all over again, which is why I stopped watching the TV show as well, because it's just different people being suspected of being A all the time. When you find out who that is, then comes a new person. It was just so annoying. So yeah, I'm not going to finish this series, and yeah, that's why. Series I'm not going to continue or finish, or what I'm going to say. And yeah, I'm over them. Anyways, if there's any series that you have decided not to finish, please let me know down below in the comments. Or if you think I'm crazy for not finishing any of these series, please let me know that as well. Or if you agree with me, please, I want to know everything. Anyways, if you like this video, I hope you want to give me a thumbs up. And also don't forget to subscribe to my channel by clicking the little button down below. Because I do upload at least 3 times a week. So you don't want to miss out on that, now do you? Anyways, I do hope we see each other next time. Bye!